Howdy critters, I'm Mr. Appalachian and we are here at Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. I'm finding relics of the Old South and investigating an abandoned elevator shaft said to have taken the lives of a handful of tourists. Join me today and this is going to be a cool video, so stick around. And I'll tell you what, I really hate waking up early, but it is real nice getting out here before the 80-degree weather turns up. We're here just outside of Ruby Falls in Tennessee. If you don't know what Ruby Falls is, it's essentially a cave attraction. Take you down like a elevator shaft deep into the mountain. There's a giant cascading waterfall in the middle of the cave. It's really cool. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff around here. They got gem mining, they got hiking trails, and of course the actual waterfall deep down in the cave that you can take a tour for. Today we're going to be hiking to an abandoned cave entrance. Now this entrance was closed up in 1922. It was a side entrance that led to over 1,000 different passageways to explore the Ruby Falls cave system. And around 1922 they covered it up with concrete. They kind of honestly made it look like a little bit of a bunker, and it looks really cool. And I'm excited to show y'all later. We just gotta get to it. There's gonna be a lot of bushwhacking to get to that point. Yeah, check this out right here. Now, like I said, we're here in Chattanooga, and Chattanooga has a huge rock climbing and bouldering community. It's just one of the many sites that the city has set up where they have these natural hand grab holds, and people come here to boulder. They bring these massive mats, they set them right here so if they fall they don't bust open their head, I guess. This one doesn't look that hard to do. Y'all want to see me try my hand at bouldering? Lord, I have no idea how people do this. I guess I don't have the grip strength. Here's another climbing rock. Oh Lord, this one looks even harder. How do people get up on these things? These people must have some like major chimp grip to do this. I must have came on a very slow day, because usually these areas are just packed full of climbers and you kind of got to dodge them the entire way on the trail. And the trick today is going to be finding this place and getting a video out before I have to go to work. I apologize that I haven't been doing many camping videos the last couple of videos, having so much personal stuff going on and a lot of work stuff that's preventing me from staying overnight in the woods. So that's why I've been doing these shorter trips before work. But I promise I'll get back on the ball real soon. You just got to hold out, you know. Out here on the trail, and there's just this random stone granite bench that is not safe and stable at all. There's that bridge we walked down yonder on. Right there through the trees you can see the city of Chattanooga. Gorgeous city. They call it the scenic city for a reason. The Tennessee River passes right through the city and it's really gorgeous. This is a big river town, and there's a whole bunch of nature activities around the city. Rock climbing, hiking, bouldering, cycling. Plenty to do here if you know what you're looking for. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Ruby Falls, it was discovered by a man named Leo Lambert in 1928. Now, he actually found the falls by accident while trying to find a different entrance to the Lookout Mountain cave systems. And what he found was a 120,000 foot waterfall down here in these mountains. And he named them after his wife, Ruby, which I think is a really sweet story, you know, sweet way to get this name. Now the problem I'm gonna have today, well, you can see it pretty apparent. The entire area is extremely overgrown. These trails ain't that maintained, and not many folks go around these areas. So to find this place, I'm gonna have to bushwhack through all this heavy foliage. And honestly, I just don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I haven't been here in years. Everything looks different, and I'm on a limited time schedule, so it's gonna be really hard trying to find this place. But we're gonna try to find it nonetheless. It's all part of the adventure, right? And if we get lost and fall off the side of the mountain, at least I get a good video of it. It's like a darn jungle in here. It's impossible to tell where the trail is really going. If you're ever on trails like this, do yourself a favor. I know it's hot and I know it's humid and mucky, but despite that, wear a long sleeve shirt and wear pants. Here in the South, there's all kinds of things that can get you if you expose your skin to the world. Ticks that give you Lyme disease and alpha gel disease, mosquitoes, centipedes, chiggers, snakes, poison ivy, poison oak, stinging nettle. So it's best to be a little hot and a little muggy than to, you know, catch a disease because you didn't want to get a little uncomfortable. It's just the hard truth of living here in Appalachia. All right, we're definitely on the right track. I recognize this road. They decommissioned this road. People actually used to drive on this one. These even guardrails going along the edge of the mountain here, but they shut it down. I'm just gonna have to keep my eyes peeled, you know. I just realized thus far in the video, my fly has been down the entire time. There we go, much better. You see all this viney nonsense choking all these trees? If you're from the South, you recognize it well. This is kudzu. It was brought over here from Japan, and when it was brought here, it just spread out of control. It's an incredibly invasive vine, and we've been trying to get rid of it ever since it blew out of control, but it has proven to be quite persistent. All right, here we are, folks. It's a Mystery Falls and Cave. This is what the top view looked like, and this is the mine shaft that they would bring people down into to explore the old area of Ruby Falls. There's the folks who explored it. I think I found where I gotta go down. The problem is it just looks super overgrown, so I'm gonna pull down my sleeves in case I get bit by something. Ain't nothing but hillbilly PPE. Ooh, that is a huge thorn bush right here. There's definitely a trail down here. It's just super overgrown. I do think this is where I need to go. I found my first artifact. Check this out. This right here is an old vintage Dr. Pepper can. There's another one right here. Check that out. That is so darn cool. I reckon that's what, from the 70s, 50s, 80s? I'm not exactly sure when, but it just shows how long this trail has been unattended for. You can still see bottles from that era. The trick is to take this extremely slow. I don't know if there's any snakes or what in this area. I love finding old relics from the old South out here. It's really cool. I'm finding all kinds of cool old stuff in here, man. When you're bushwhacking through all this dense brush, you can't go wrong with a good field shirt. This one's from True Work. It's very nice. It's super stretchy and moisture wicking. And right now, moisture wicking is what I need. I'm sweating like a dog out here. And despite how light it is, this is very tough. I just went through all those brambles and thorns and I don't even have a scratch on me. Oh. An old double color bottle. There's so many of these little glass bottles and mason jars littered all throughout this trail. All right, this is looking good. I think we're getting close. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's definitely made out of some sort of cast iron. I can't read that, so I don't know how old it is or what the serial number is. It definitely looks real heavy. I just can't for the life of me figure out what it could be used for. I'm trying really hard not to slip and fall on my butt like I did the last video. Oh, God. Every time I mention it, it happens. Every time. I'm starting to believe in the prospect of jinxing yourself, because what the crap, man. Oh God, okay. What is that? Oh, cool. This is from a whiskey bottle. This is one of those old whiskey bottles they used back then. I have never seen so many forgotten old bottles on a trail before. If I can just refrain from hurting myself. No, not before I hurt myself. Knock on wood, we're not doing this again. Nope, nope. I didn't say diddly. Oh, goodness. Hell, fellers, we found it. Check it out. This is the old entrance to this cave. Now, as you can see, they have well and truly sealed it up tight. You'd think that they could just, you know, put some bars over it, but they have completely encased it in concrete and put this super tight door here. You can still feel the airflow from the cave coming out through this way when you put your hand up to it. But yeah, this is real cool. This right here is steel. This right here is concrete, rock. It's crazy that they went this far just to cover this thing up, but I'm gonna give you a little look on the inside. See, down in there, there's another cave entrance. And if you go through there, there are just hundreds and thousands of passageways. And they eventually lead to the big open cavern that makes up Ruby Falls. If you've ever been to Ruby Falls, it's this gigantic cavern with this gorgeous waterfall just falling down right between it. And they call it Ruby Falls because, like I mentioned earlier, the man's wife was named Ruby, and he's the one who discovered it. So this place has a lot of cool history, I think. Tennessee has more caves than anywhere else in the country. And there's countless of these hidden cave entrances you can find all throughout. You just gotta be real good at looking. I actually found this on accident. I was hiking these hills just trying to, you know, enjoy a nature walk, and I found this trail, and I figured, why not? It was all overgrown, but I came down here and I found all those bottles. I found a bunch of whiskey bottles, and I eventually found this. So just imagine just going on a normal old nature walk and finding this in the woods. I mean, I was stoked. It was really cool. Sometimes going off the beaten path really pays out. Actually, going off the beaten path pays out 90% of the time. Unless you break your leg and get lost and are never found again. But that's more of a skill issue than anything. You just gotta get good, son. I gotta remind myself to be careful not to step on glass and really injure myself out here or slice my hand open. It's real nice to be out of them brambles. I'm gonna show you a couple other cool things I've seen around here, and then I'm gonna have to head out and get to work. I found some more bottles. See, it's interesting. We got older ones like this that are obviously not of this time period. Like this one, definitely not from this time period. And then we got more modern bottles. And honestly, y'all, I think this is a bottle of piss. That's 100% a bottle of piss. Someone came out here and pissed in a freaking bottle, man. Check out this one. Oh, that's cool. Then you got your average beer bottle. So many over here, man. We got your average old-timey mason jars. What's this guy? No deposit, no return. Yeah, these may have been old moonshining bottles. Back when this was a dry county, back in Prohibition. Check out that design there, that's definitely old. Mason jar. That is a bottle of detergent. Oh, that is a really cool old looking bottle. Old piece of rusted old metal. That there's a jug if I've ever seen one. These guys are big and chunky. So dang hot out here. What in the world is this? You know, I can't for the life of me think about what this could be. Maybe it's like an old smokehouse. Whatever it is, they got it padlocked. I was able to get inside. I mean, literally just an empty room. Like it never even happened. Got no idea. It's just a random room they wanted closed off, I guess. Maybe it held some like ancient Native American spirit and I just unleashed it and now I'm gonna get poltergeisted. Who knows? Alright, well that about wraps up this video. It's a short video, much shorter than what I usually do. A lot more low-key than what I usually do. But just like the last one, I'm kind of pressed for time. Life is just getting to you, you know. I got so much stuff going on with work and family. Spring is a busy time of year for me family-wise. A lot of birthdays, you got Mother's Day. So I just haven't been able to do like overnighters and backpacking trips like I usually do. I promise I'm gonna be getting back on that real soon. There's the bridge we was on. Just gonna go up here, get on back to the car. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps out. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. And would it be a real big help if you hit that subscribe button. Anyways, you guys have a good evening. I'm gonna go to work, unfortunately. See you later.